films even after losing a box. After a 5-mile walk around town, I never smell your socks. You hid movies from your folks and your mom hid them from your grandma. And a lot of the time that we hang out, you record it with your camera. Always have the strength to forgive when I hit you in the eye. You eat Chinese ramen, nachos, fish, even pizza pie. Standing tall with curly hair, leather jacket wrapped. Oh look, here he comes, the Million Film Almanac. Bobbly, 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 bellissimo. Bobbly, 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 bellissimo. Bobbly, bellissimo. Bobbly, bellissimo.
Hi, and welcome to Terribly Fun Film. Today we have something very different for you. Leo from Geek Legion of Doom very recently tagged me in a video in which I got to answer these 10 quirky questions. So that's what I'm doing. So question number 1. If you could name your child after any video game character, what character would it be? Gotta go with Quistis from Final Fantasy VIII. That is my favorite Final Fantasy game, and I really like that character. The name is weird yet interesting. It doesn't sound too pretentious, like naming your child Apple. What were they thinking? Question 2. Favorite childhood food? Pizza rolls. We had pizza rolls for basically every single birthday party of mine, my brothers, my sisters, that I can remember growing up. I still love pizza rolls to this day. Pizza rolls are delicious. Question 3. Which childhood book of yours still holds up to this day? That's a super easy question, as up until very recently, it was the same answer as my favorite book of all time. Dinotopia by James Gurney is a masterwork of everything awesome and everything that I love. It involves dinosaurs and art and made-up languages and adventure and sheer awesomeness, and the book is fantastic. I recently got my wife to read it not too long ago, and she also loved it. And, she's a librarian, so if a librarian liked it, must be pretty kick-ass, right? Question 4. Simpsons, Rick and Morty, or Family Guy? I fucking hate Rick and Morty. I hate Rick and Morty. I hate Rick and Morty. I don't really know a ton of Simpsons. I didn't grow up watching them. I have since seen several more episodes than I ever have since I started dating my now wife. But Family Guy is the show I know the best out of all of them. And while it's not perfect, I think that at least counts for something. So in terms of just because I know it, Family Guy, but that doesn't mean it's better than Simpsons. And both of those are easily better than fucking Rick and Morty. The fact that South Park isn't on this question does make me sad, because that's the obvious answer. Question 5. What actor would best narrate a movie of your life? Gotta go with Keith David. For those who aren't familiar with that name off the top of your head, Keith David did the voice of Spawn in the HBO animated miniseries of the same name, based on Todd McFarlane's comic, not the live action film. Keith David is a character actor in several movies. He is awesome, and he has this deep, amazing voice. But he'd have to be really, really funny, so I think that mix would be kind of awesome. Question 6. Which horror-related character do you relate to the most? The question's kind of oddly worded. I'm not sure if they mean like the slasher specifically or any character from any horror movie. So I'll give 2 answers. One being the slasher and or villain of a horror movie, and one being what I will call lead character, in order to balance this out and make it a little bit more sense. So, which horror-related character do you relate to the most? In terms of villain, I guess we'll go with, do I most relate to? It's shockingly easy answer yet again. And it's Emotep / Artist Bay from the original 1932 Mummy movie starring Boris Karloff. Hell, even Emotep from the Brendan Fraser, Stephen Sommers directed remakes is also quite relatable and interesting. What makes the character of the Mummy in those particular stories, not necessarily the Hammer films from the 70s or anything like that, is that they're doing everything, however messed up, however wrong it may be, out of love for whom they believe to be a reincarnated version of themselves, or if we're talking about the Brendan Fraser version, trying to reincarnate their long dead love. And that makes sense to me. Messed up though they definitely are. That sort of devotion to somebody, loving somebody that much, makes sense to me. Answer B to this question is kind of lead characters or things like that. Odd Thomas, actually. Odd Thomas is a 2013 movie directed by Stephen Sommers and is based on a series of novels by Dean Koontz and stars the late, great Anton Yelchin. And maybe it's just because I love Anton Yelchin so much, or maybe it's just because he does remind me a lot of myself in terms of the characterization, what drives him, what he wants out of life, things like that. But I would definitely go with Odd Thomas. Question 7. Rainbows or unicorns? Unicorns who can fart rainbows, obviously. Question 8. Which movie did you watch as a child would you like to see remade today? Full Moon Features had a family-friendly subdivision that was called Moonbeam Pictures or Moonbeam Films or whatever that was. And they released a series of straight DVD, family-friendly films involving aliens, weird creatures, dinosaurs, things like that. I watched the hell out of a movie. There were 3 of them, specifically the first one, called Prehysteria, which is about a family who finds tiny little dinosaurs and keep them as pets and have to hide them from some, I can't remember if it's evil government people or evil corporation who wants to own the dinosaurs. I don't remember, but I have to hide them from the bad guys basically. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the special effects at the time. I haven't seen this movie in all honesty, at least 15 or 16 years, if not more than that. But I used to watch it quite a bit when I was living overseas, and I really enjoyed the special effects. I thought it was funny, I thought it was enjoyable, I thought it was well paced. At least I recall thinking this. Again, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I feel like it could use a remake, and not just to up it with some CGI and better special effects and stuff, but because they don't do a ton with the dinosaurs, they are often either a bit stationary in terms of they're in just one spot and their necks will move, their tails will move, but you don't see them walking that often, or if you do, they have a lot of POV shots, if I recall properly, from the dinosaur's point of view. I think nowadays, with what's available, digital cinematography and things like that, you can do a bit more with that and make the dinosaurs a bit more alive. Question 9, real interesting. British accent or American accent? Well, British accent. American accents either sound like nothing, they just sound like you have some sort of vague, you can't describe accent, or they sound like you're trying too damn hard and you've only heard of America through pop culture. I say this as somebody who lives in the United States of America. Those widows on fucking Jersey Shore and whatnot, they are overstepping their accent to become a character, and that's just stupid and ridiculous. So British accent all the way. And finally, question 10. More zombies or no zombies? Leo took this as specifically zombie-related media, movies, that sort of thing, so I will take it the same way. More zombies, if just so I can get more seasons of Z Nation. Screw The Walking Dead, I am a fan of Z Nation. And also because Tony Todd just had a movie come out called Zombies that I'm really excited to watch. I haven't seen it, I've heard some not so good things, but Tony Todd's awesome, so I'm excited by that. And there's been really cool, interesting, and or just plain weird zombie movies, like Zombieland, like Beth, Life After Beth, Warm Bodies. You can do really interesting things. All those movies are very different from each other, and I think that versatility of the zombie creature allows you to explore interesting things that you wouldn't necessarily get with other horror icons like vampires or werewolves or things like that. And that's it. Those are the 10 questions. I hope you guys enjoyed my answers and or found them as ridiculous as I found the questions. So as for who I'll be tagging in this video, there might be a few people Leo also tagged, so I'm not going to tag them because I have his list of who he tagged up over here. But I'm going to tag Byron's Reviews. I'm going to tag Blu-ray Dan. I'm going to tag Amy McQueen. I'm going to tag Horror Show Host, aka Brian Gatto. I'm going to tag Joe Kramer and his YouTube channel, Nilbog No Troll Entertainment. I'm going to tag Mr. Movies, etc. Pizza Slice Movie Reviews, Reject Films, Silver Emulsion, and my friend Liz Worrell, who doesn't actually review movies, but I think it would be really fun to see her answer these questions on her own plate. Thank you for watching. As always, I've been your host Bobby, and I'll see you next time.